Lot of conversations about generative AI and the disruption it could cause to India's IT services sector, which has been a tremendous employment generator and quite a pillar of the prosperity among Indian middle class over the last couple of decades. How should India prepare for this disruption?
Well, the one thing that I can tell you is we need a lot of upskilling. India basically is blessed in the fact that it has a very deep pool of young professionals who, by the way, are very easy to train and very quick to learn. And the other good thing that I see in our workforce is the hunger to really excel. So, if you look at our own organization, we created a Center of Excellence 10 years back. And when I stepped in 6 years back, we had only about 2,000 people in them. Today, as of date, I have more than 16,000 people in the same center. And the reason for that is that they have found that if the jobs are also given to these people, they get done just as well. And there is a lot of value add to it because, we are working in hours when the US is sleeping. And as a result, you're really creating a 24-hour day, okay, with people who are just as good. So to that extent, I think if India is to retain its place as being one of those centers where people send out work to get done, it's a question of ensuring that you are up to date with your skills. And believe me, the skills are evolving at a rate where you feel you are on a Concorde. I don't know, or maybe a rocket. It's evolving on a daily basis. So the biggest thing right now, I think, the worry that we have is how do we ensure that we keep updated, that we ensure that the workforce understands where we are going and how do they get there.
Without a doubt, but we are indeed seeing very large numbers of headcount reduction or layoffs at the biggest multinational companies, right? I mean, tens of thousands of people are getting laid off. In fact, I saw Mark Benioff tweet just this morning saying that it is untrue that we don't need entry-level folks. We're just hiring 1,000 interns and entry-level folks. So we're seeing both of this. We are seeing that AI needs hands and humans to develop it and all of that. But we are also seeing very real disruption. Where will India, which side of the stick will India end up at?
See, no disruption is without pain. To think that, there'll be no pain in our workforce is being naive. But having said that, what happens is when there is a disruption of this nature, newer varieties of jobs get created. Mainly because what AI will do, and especially for a nation as populous as India, it will enable a lot of people to come up to potential, and therefore it will release a lot of demand into the economy. And as demand comes up, economic activity goes up, more jobs get created. Just go back to the time when the automobile first came into being. People were worried what would happen to the stables and the grooms and the coachmen. Now, obviously today, automobiles have created some of the largest work groups that the world has ever seen. So the fact is how exactly and in what sector this work group will come, we do not yet know. But this much I know for certain that as our standards of living go up, as we are able to lead, better quality lives, the demands that we will make on society will be much more. And not only in the area of IT, where, we are evolving so fast and therefore we are needing people. But even in other areas, we'll begin to create newer kinds of jobs. And more than anything else, I think what's going to happen is, just as a lot of manual labor got taken over in the third industrial revolution, in this industrial revolution, what's going to happen is a lot of repetitive work will all get taken out. Now, autonomous agents are becoming agents on their own right. They're able to do a lot of jobs. But does that mean that we will let them be, that there will be no oversight? That's never going to be the case. So what we will need are people who will be able to provide that oversight. So there will be lots of new roles that are coming up. And the only thing, as I said, is you have to lean into it. You cannot be, leaning out. You have to lean into it and you have to be with the changes that are coming. And if that is the case, I don't think India has, very much to worry about.